Today's sermon title is Jesus telling Peter to get gold out of the fish's mouth. This is part of a sermon series. Jesus and the miracle of the coin in the fish's mouth. Today's scripture is Matthew 17:24-27. Good morning, brothers and sisters in Christ. Today we begin a new sermon series titled Jesus and the Miracle of the Coin in the Fish's Mouth. This miraculous event is recorded in Matthew 17:24-27, where Jesus instructs Peter to go find a coin in a fish's mouth to pay the temple tax. Through this series, we will explore themes of faith, divine provision, obedience, and the nature of God's miracles. In today's part, the call to faith, we will delve into the understanding of this miracle and its profound implications for our faith. Let us set the scene by understanding the contextual background of this event. The temple tax was an annual levy imposed on all Jewish males over 20 years old, primarily used for the maintenance of the temple. When approached by tax collectors asking if Jesus pays the temple tax, Peter is faced with a dilemma. This moment highlights both cultural practices and Peter's sole role as a follower. So that means that when you have faith in God, the Antichrist, he could get money. You believe that he could get money any kind of way, So when the government come and ask you for tax time, they tell you, look, I don't know how you gonna get it, but you gonna get my goddamn money like that. And so Jesus' knowledge and authority. Before Peter even mentions the situation, Jesus brings it up. This moment reveals Jesus' omniscience, his divine knowledge and authority. He calmly prepares Peter for what is to come without any need for explanation from Peter, displaying his absolute control and understanding, a testimony to his deity. Oh, that's my favorite fan. Give me a couple. Shout out. Cahokia Heights, Illinois, 701 Sparks Avenue. Goddamn. Shit, they say Jesus had known the motherfucker was gonna come with that. That motherfucker he didn't get all the way in there this month, and then some motherfucking Pharisee tell motherfucker, ask motherfucker, you got a goddamn couple bucks for me, man. Shit, pay my goddamn motherfucking corrupt society. Cause the temple needs rebuilding and shit. I say shit, that ain't the only thing that need rebuilding. Them pockets, your motherfucker ain't got that what we need rebuilding, motherfucker. Peter's obedience, despite how unusual or illogical Jesus' instructions might seem catchy, a fish to find money, Peter obeys without hesitation. This act demonstrates Peter's trust in Jesus' words and commands his willingness to follow reflects a deeper lesson for all of us. Obeying God sometimes requires us to act beyond logic or intermediate understanding. That's like, let's say you join a gang, right? And the gang members say that, we want to get drunk and high today. So how we gonna do it? So you will go to the store, or you will go you will go get some, get a couple bucks, go to the store, get drunk, right? So what Peter's obedience is saying that, the government still has feelings about, having to, ask for taxes and stuff like that. And what you have to know is, you know, just because you need money and you have to pay money, it's not all that bad, because it wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing in the first place. But then all of a sudden, when somebody asks you for it, it's a big thing, and so that problem is like, it wasn't nothing. You give them a couple bucks, and they be on their way. It wouldn't hurt them. Now the faith and action. Peter's obedience translated his faith into action. Faith isn't merely intellectual agreement. It's often demands steps that stretch our comfort zone. Hebrews 11:1 tells us that faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. This miracle illustrates faith activated through Peter's actions, leading to witnessing God's miraculous provision. Faith in action is, not everybody in the whole world is born with what they call it, it's not the silver spoon. It's like what the people in Europe say, like Greek mythology and stuff. Not everybody on this earth were born with Greek mythology and stuff like that. But they have, like animal, like waters and stuff, and crocodiles and stuff. That's why in the Bible, God talks about the serpent, stuff like that. And everybody's not, European, and how they say that you have challenged the fight with the king of Queen of England and shit like that. Motherfucker could have been just walking and not know where the fuck he going. He about to ask for direction, some shit like that. Motherfucker just tell motherfucker he want to fight and shit. Conclusion. That's a joke, goddamn, get it. Ha 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 ha. Understanding God's character through miracle. Reflective introspection enables comprehension, extension, foundation, attributes, encompass God's nature, encompass carrying, omniscient, sovereign dynamics, that word is explicitly illuminated within said miracles, manifesting provision, conclusion, loving, concerning, portraying, intention, protection, orchestrating purposeful interventions, aligning ultimate plans harmoniously. So, what the main focus of understanding God's character through miracles is, you scratch your back, you scratch. Yeah, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. That's like, understanding that, the devil and the Antichrist, 666, always, coming to you with different tactics. He wars and warlords try to explain to people about alcohol and stuff like that. Man, people. Well, the set I'm from, she just tells you about all kind of goddamn drinks that ain't got no alcohol, they got no kill in it, and you need. And main point number 2 is strengthening faith post miracles. That means you strengthen your faith you post, and then like how bitch was on TV the other day selling a goddamn watches. She said she made a watch. She made the watch. She trying to advertise selling a watch, but she made the watch. I asked the motherfucker bitch. I said, bitch, we just took a goddamn motherfucker magic wand and both made a watch or some shit like that. I'm just man about the curse. Miraculously calm, invigorating, fortifying. Cause you shit, you gotta let that goddamn girl talk. It's called war, love and war, peace and harmony. Conventions deepen relations, dimension, enhancing reliance, transcending circumstantial challenges, evidencing disciples, manifest, transform, resilience, addictives, comment, actualize, post resurrection, evidence, argues, preserving, devotion, exemplify, overcoming adversities, and victorious. See, you strengthen your faith through post miracles. It's like the word post, like I say post, but most people think post is like, you know, on TV or, you know, the YouTube or stuff like that. I was like, you post, what, like you said, like have posters and stuff like that. Now it's like post like on Leprechaun movie, positive message, Postmaster P and shit. Punk ass, man. Alright. Sharing testimonies. Narrative transmission, sharing miraculous experience, invigorates collective behavior, reinforcing common, communal, cohesion, fostering mutual encouragement, strengthening resolve, encountering life walk, trices, collectively supporting enrichment, engagement, ideally. Propaganda through provoking disclosure, substantially testimonies, nurturing faith, reciprocal inspiration, and transformative involvements. So, sharing testimonies, you know, you need to make like tell the new person, you know, goddamn, you know, have a like certain things that the new person don't know about the streets. Like post, you know, she think post is like post on YouTube, and then all the cussing and the warning shit on YouTube and shit, right? And like that Chinese and shit. Have you ever watched a goddamn a TV show about living expectantly, miraculously intervention? Well, have you ever, you know, watched a TV show about how they said somebody that tells you you don't belong here and shit like that, and then it gets around, then all of a sudden somebody try to feel that they don't, you know why your ass ain't got no money. You just trying to figure out why other motherfuckers got money and your ass don't. Living expectantly, miracle living, proactive expectancies, nature, felicitate, openness, divine occurrence, perpetuate, perpetual anticipation, reinforcing, highlighting encouragements, consecrated initiations, exploring growth opportunities, unveiling continuous extraordinary interventions, encounter faithfully awaiting fruitful sacred synchronous. So that means like most people that were born with, you know, silver spoon, they needed that. It's like in Europe, you know, they don't have any chimpanzees, or, you know, North America, they don't have any what you call it, chimpanzees either. Well, they don't have any chimpanzees either. You know, so you call them the Europe sea monkeys, and then you call the goddamn motherfucking people in North America seahorses and shit like that. And then that's what gonna make the Canada it's stuff like that talk. And you call people in Europe sea monkeys. They say people were born with silver spoons in their mouth, right? How you feel if you know that if you were just joking and playing, then all of a sudden, they could get mad and stuff like that. I say shit. What I meant by that was, I didn't choose that life of trying to, make it rich and be all big and stuff. I choose the life that I like, to learn, and study and do stuff that, benefits, me as a student learning. So it's a difference between, being pressured into having money all the damn time and, learning, what you have to do, learning the streets, learning this, learning the dope game, learning goddamn, what to do after you graduate from college, shit like that, and most of it has to do with chastening. So you should know that should be your home base. And they didn't, people, not people, or the citizens of Earth, well, not Earth, but the continents of Earth, right? How could you, start like that because you get so jealous in this game, and you can get so jealous about watching TV and stuff like that. How easy it is, to do that, but when you actually do it, it gets so hard that you might not even want to do it. So that'll make you give up, right? So what you was trying to figure out was you didn't just see that and up and do that. They were saying that it takes a lot of. They were trying to say you just can't do that. Like, just get up off your ass and go and just do that, and then bring take in what they take. What they trying to tell you is it's not that easy to just get up off your butt because you saw a TV, or it's called advertising. You sit through the advertising. I don't care how it made you feel about one day you would on the sweepstakes hotline or some shit like that. It's like, paying taxes is it's serious. They even got goddamn branches of the government to try to enforce that so-called commodity, currency, right? And what they're telling you, Peter, in the temple text is, it's fun. It's cool to find it, be playing and stuff like that. But when it all boils down to it, how did you make it out? So many well, not how did you make? They're gonna say some leopard that adopted a child or some shit like that. That's what a girl would say, that if she won some money and ran and went to church the next Sunday, some shit like that. But it's like people always want to know what they want to know. They ask God, what happened with John Day? He don't want to do. Shit, they would have to go and figure out. I mean, it's people that really be blind, be playing blind eyes to angels, they angels, and whatever the fuck they got to do, just try to tell you that what slavery is in the South was so goddamn bad. It made people shit that shit did. This shit hurt. Goddamn. And every time you get reminded of the goddamn shit, it's like these motherfuckers who did that shit. I'm gonna put names on. I don't want everybody so called to be being part of the blame game. So I'm gonna put it like, the ugly girl. They call it the girls they put paper bags on their face. Let's say they go over the oil with the Antichrist, cause he's so fine, finding the whole world. So they get mad at the mama and shit. Have you ever seen the last Airbender? Whenever the kid was on his way to pray, and the Fire Nation beat up everybody, well, because the last Airbender was born under the air like that. And it's scripted, if that's what you try to add. It's scripted from words from the Bible. stuff like what years of work at the Bible. Years of work. Now, years of reading the Bible. I started when the first day. Well, not the first day. I waited a summer after um I got in trouble for school, being in school, being an knucklehead in school, and then my mom told me it was okay. Well, she told me that she didn't want me to go to school with my brother being a knucklehead. So I waited the whole summer, then picked up the Bible and started reading because there's words in the Bible that familiarized me with, living out, well, not going to school the next morning and stuff like that. That's why I saw that, and then I guess, and the angels, shit like that. They saying that angels live on earth, right? And then tell us that. How about the person that they were chastening what had angel bound, and the mother and father should chasten the kids of earth, right? Because he's getting chastened his angelic healing, and you're trying to tell him that you don't get chastened and stuff like that. God, I wouldn't care about your mama, your daddy, anything like that, right? Girls, whatever, dog, cat, whatever. I don't give a fuck like that. That's how the Father God, Jesus, like that. He said years of work. He been in church all. That's what. Okay, I have healing power, angelic healing power. I can hear those thoughts, and I can record them and write them down and put them back to you. Angelic healing protection. So, what we were talking about, how I told big bold face lie because I play with, well, I tell big bold face because I think that's kind of humorous to the way people would talk to the Europeans about angelic and said that's about it though. But that's an angel though. Shit, you got to know that angel is an angel. She gonna protect. And what else other than lions and tigers and bears, and jungles and stuff like that. We gotta have time to sit there and chimpanzees. That's what I try to say. And whatever we feel, the chimpanzee got to give us. We take the chimpanzee and the chimpanzee the invertebrates in Asia. And the South American invertebrates, amphibians or invertebrates like that, and like that. And we'll take that and figure out from there, because they gonna say angels. I say the angels did the best. That's the way I feel about an angelic being. And I wouldn't ask for nothing else until until I'm good and ready enough earthly to know that it's other, beings other than, just her, right? So how did they know that they knew that the people down in those areas, those that's what the Renaissance and the Holocaust and David and Goliath and the Egyptians and the pyramids and the African lines. All that is about angels. We call those the Middle Kingdoms, and the temperance of the prime meridian and shit like that. That's what the Middle Kingdom. And then it's what's that? Zodiac signs and shit. A female. I say a female more finer than me. He said, then why you so fine in the whole goddamn world? I said the tribe, African tribe. That milk. Yeah, well, tell me about I can't tell you about it. All I got know is the Chinese telling you they mad because the 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 Russians, and South the Russians talk to a motherfucker like they're a goddamn dog, man. This bitch sit there and watch a motherfucker do some shit like that. And then tell a motherfucker, I thought that was him. Thought that was European. I said, them bitches cussed me out so goddamn bad. I almost made me want to jump across the whole goddamn road and choke on the motherfucker. Shit, she said, you black and you nasty and shit like that. Before I'm walking around next one of them motherfucking Asian bitches. This bitch will sit there and tell you that she know how to tell a doctor to teach your motherfucking ass. I say, shit, I learned on my goddamn own. Goddamn laugh, bitch. Some shit, excuse my profanity of YouTube, getting accepted language about. You said angel, you up here. That's the Renaissance John I'm talking about. I'm talking about how it's easy. You could say that like that in Africa. All they say is Africa. They know they gonna do this. One day, a motherfucker come on TV and say, "I know what you were gonna do." That. I said, "How?" He said, "The person I'm mad at is the one that tell me that." I said, "You talking about an African leopard? What you mad at, man? Or what you how you think you know that? That's what you call a liar, man. Lying ass piece of shit." They say that it's easier to go and play. Look, y'all see, you go play with somebody else. Then they say it was that easy for the devil. I said, shit. I told you go play with somebody else. Shit, they ain't funny. Let's be ask them for over that age shit. That shit ain't funny, man. Don't play like that. You just go over there. We think that you're making fun with people is killing. I said, no, that's medicine. That's laughter. They ain't gonna tell me that his schooling is easy to do. What? I just told you, little hard head ass, angelic, come forward. I'm the angelic of humanity trying to whip his ass. I say, here you go. Shit. I'd rather fight angelic of humanity with my ass than any one of them motherfuckers that just told me how the fuck I know what the fuck I do. Cause I just told you. That's how I know. Shit. Shit. Female. Tell them about female. Feminine name. Shit, I learned that in the angelic dictionary. Keep. Well, that concludes my sermon for today. I don't know if I'm ever gonna come back on this, or if it's just a one damn time I do the rest of the series by myself to a goddamn mirror or some shit. And temple text and shit. Government text. Treason. Let Jesus teach y'all. Let the pastors and preachers teach your ass about the temple text. I don't think your ass would ever want to hear this. About God they gonna get me ridiculed about cussing and shit. And then they call people, in the Bible, they call people heifers and heathen and shit. But they get mad because I didn't say the bitch or some shit like that.